What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Friday, June 9th, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And, we will get into the home run prop action momentarily. We did have a nice day on Thursday. Hit a couple of home run prop winners. You guys are going to have to bear with me. You can probably hear my voice very, very strained. Hopefully I'm not losing my voice because I want to keep giving you guys these home run prop winners. Even if I do lose my voice, we will find a way to get them to you one way or another. But, just a reminder for everybody, these plays that I'm about to give out, these home run prop plays, you don't have to play every single one that I give out. These are just the plays that I'm going to have a couple of bucks on for home run props for the day's action. And also, they're plays that are very high risk, high reward. Not plays that I advise anyone to dump your whole bankroll into. They're just for some side action, just for some fun, some pizza and some coffee money. If you have it to sprinkle. If you're a parlay bettor, I always recommend if you're going to play any parlay above three legs or more. I always recommend doing a round robin if it's within your means. Just because, how many times have all of us, had that parlay that got busted up by one leg, but at least if you do a round robin and one leg goes awry, you still win something. So it's definitely something worth looking into. But if you are looking for the best bets that I have for the day's action, the games that I do love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. I got a ton of action on the board today, ready to put some money in your guys' pockets. But let's take a look at the plays that we did hit. On Thursday, we had a couple of nice plus money winners. The first one we had was Michael Conforto, as he went yard at plus 475 in that matchup against the Rockies. A game that was a back and forth game. And the Giants ended up winning it late. But Michael Conforto coming through for us. And the really nice one that was a nice plus money payer was Brandon Nimmo at plus 550 as well. He had a solid career numbers against Spencer Strider. Still went yard in that game and came through for us as well. But before we get into the home run props, I just want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you like some of the angles that I took for these games? Do you not like them? Do you have player props of your own? Drop them in there. Sometimes I even pick and choose from the player props section that you guys drop in there. From the player props you guys drop in the comment section, because they have been absolute fire. And we're here to make some money. The thing is, though, I want to implore everyone, if you're going to drop your plays in there and share them with the world, drop them in there before the games start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't really help anybody. And like I said, we're trying to beat the books as a team. One goal, and that's to crush the books every single day. And none of this thank me later stuff. It is not a competition here at Pickdawgz. We are here as a team, as a Pickdawgz family, to beat the books, make you guys some money. So without further ado, let's get into the home run prop action for Friday. We're going to start things off with this matchup between the Rangers and the Rays. And I'm going to go with Corey Seager to hit a home run at plus 480. He's hitting 529 with a home run and 5 extra base hits in the month of June. He leads the Rangers with a 17.2% barrel rate, while Tyler Glasnow, he's allowed a barrel rate up over 20% through his first 2 starts, giving up a lot of hard contacts. Give me Corey Seager at plus 480. I'm also going to look at Marcus Semien at plus 575. He's hitting 350 in June against righties with a home run. And in his career against Tyler Glasnow, Semien 4 for 6, but all 4 of those hits have gone for extra bases, including a pair of home runs. So give me Marcus Semien at plus 575. Going to look at this matchup between the Diamondbacks and the Tigers. And the lone play I really like here, is Corbin Carroll at plus 575. In the month of June, he's hitting 350 with a pair of home runs and 4 extra base hits against right-handed pitching. Michael Lorenzen, he's been solid this year, but he's allowing a 9.1% barrel rate. So give me Corbin Carroll at plus 575. Honorable mention to Christian Walker and Lourdes Gurriel Jr., both hitting for extra bases as of late, and both have 300 or better averages against righties in June. I just couldn't get there strongly enough to make an official play for them on Friday. Maybe later on in the day I'll have a couple bucks on him, but for right now, the only play I love in this game is Corbin Carroll at plus 575. For this matchup between the Mets and the Pirates, I'm actually going to go with Tommy Pham to hit a home run at plus 650. He's got a pair of home runs against left-handed pitching in just 4 plate appearances against lefties in June. But Rich Hill, he's given up a home run in back-to-back starts. Tommy Pham, the only bat that I really feel comfortable backing against a lefty right now for the Mets. So give me Tommy Pham at plus 650. I also lean towards Pete Alonso, but I'm not sure if he's going to go here. He was dealing with a wrist issue on Thursday. I'm not sure if it's just a one-day off thing or if he's going to miss today too. I would also like to take Francisco Alvarez. He hit a pair of homers on Thursday, but he hasn't been very good against lefties. Just one for his last 11 at-bats against left-handed pitching. So only one I'll go with for the Mets is Tommy Pham at plus 650. I'm also going to look at Brian Hayes for the Pirates here at plus 650. Hitting .563 in June against righties with a home run. I honestly believe that Tyler McGill is the weak link of the Mets rotation. An ERA over 6 on the road this season. I think Brian Hayes could provide some value here at plus 650. For the Phillies, I'm going to go with a couple of Phillies here in this Phillies-Dodgers matchup, and I'm going to go with Nick Castellanos at plus 410. He's hitting .600 in the month of June with a pair of home runs against righties. Michael Grove, starting for the Dodgers, he hasn't been very good. He took a month out of the rotation, comes back and gives up a pair of home runs to the Yankees. Castellanos been swinging a hot stick. I like his chances here, so I'm going to take Nick Castellanos for a home run at plus 410. I'm also going to look at Kyle Schwarber at plus 225. I think it's the lowest home run prop price that we have on the board for us on Friday, but he leads the Phillies in barrel rate at 15.3%. He's hitting .267 with a pair of home runs against righties so far in the month of June. So give me Kyle Schwarber at plus 225. For the Dodgers, going to take a few Dodgers here. I like Chris Taylor to hit home run at plus 550. Now, I'm not a Ranger Suarez fan by any stretch of the imagination. Chris Taylor hitting well against lefties in the last 2 weeks, hitting .456 with a pair of home runs. So I'm going to go with Chris Taylor at plus 550. Also going to look at Will Smith for a home run here at plus 390. The last 2 weeks against lefties, he's hitting .625, 5 for 8 with 3 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs. So I'll take Will Smith for plus 390. Also going to take Mookie Betts at plus 375. He's hitting .250 with a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 2 weeks. In his career, he's 3 for 6 against Ranger Suarez with all 3 hits going for extra bases, including a pair of solo home runs. So give me Mookie Betts at plus 375. And I'm also going to roll with Freddie Freeman at plus 480. In my eyes, Freddie Freeman's evolving into the top threat for the Dodgers against left-handed pitching, hitting .500 in the last 2 weeks against lefties, 4 extra base hits, including a home run, also batting .400 in his career against Ranger Suarez. It's going to be Freddie Freeman at plus 480. I'm also going to look at a few players in this Royals and Orioles matchup. The first one for the Orioles, I'm going to go with Austin Hayes at plus 550. He's the only Oriole I trust against lefties right now. He's hitting .444 with a home run against lefties in the last 2 weeks. Daniel Lynch going for the Royals here. Lynch hasn't been terrible, but Hayes against lefties in current form is a must play for me. So I got to go with Austin Hayes at plus 550. A couple of Royals here. I'm going to go with Salvador Perez for a home run at plus 300. He's hitting .391 with a home run and 3 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against righties. Now Tyler Wells for the Orioles here gave up 3 home runs in his lone start against Kansas City this season, and Perez was one of the 3 Royals that Wells gave up a home run to. Wells also allowed 10 home runs in his last 7 starts, basically to the beginning of May. Allowed a 10.7% barrel rate this season. So give me Salvador Perez at plus 300. And I'm also going to look at Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 475. He's got a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Another one of the Royals that went yard off of Wells in the first meeting. So give me Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 475. But before we get into the rest of the home run props for Friday's action, obviously the goal of this home run prop show is to put you guys on some free winners and to get some money in your pockets. But it's also to show you guys the benefits, if you haven't already, to show you the benefits of what the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place do. We get these graphics for this show directly from those betting tools. And what they show you is they show you player props. They show you how often the player props hit, what the prop actually is, and which book is giving you the best possible price. The nice thing about that is if you don't have an account with the book that's giving you the best possible price, you click that price, you sign up, you get a sportsbook bonus offer on us to play that best possible price with. And it also adds to your advantage, which is the one advantage the books can't take away from you, your ability to shop lines and find the best possible price. So definitely a tool that you want to make sure that you have. There are other tools on there. If you're a parlay builder, parlay better, there's parlay builders on there for you. There are streak tools if you like betting hot and cold trends, profitable teams and angles, tons of options. I say every day I could probably do a 1 to 2 hour show just based on those betting tools and how great they are and how in depth they go and how much heavy lifting they do for you when you're doing your research and making your best bets for the day's action. And I think it's just I could, like I said, I could go on and on, but I think it's just better if everybody goes over to Pickdawgz and sportschatplace.com and check out those tools and play with those tools for yourself. But let's get back into the home run prop action. Only a few more games to look at here. And we're going to go with a standalone play from this Yankees and Red Sox matchup. There are a lot of options you could take, but the one I felt most comfortable with was Rafael Devers at plus 390. In his career against Garrett Cole, Devers 7 for 30, but 6 of those hits have gone for home runs. And he has a 12.6% barrel rate this season. Garrett Cole allowing an 8.6% barrel rate. It's going to be Rafael Devers at plus 390. Also going to go with a pair of Blue Jays against the Minnesota Twins. They're going to go with Bo Bichette to hit a home run at plus 700. Now, Sonny Gray, he's been giving up next to nothing this year. He just gave up his first home run of the season in his last start. But we keep getting top-tier value with Bichette. And in the last 2 weeks against righties, Bichette hitting 333 with 5 home runs. So give me Bo Bichette at plus 700. Also going to look at Dalton Varsho at plus 480. Going to keep it going with Varsho, sort of in that same line as Bichette. 4 home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. So going to be Dalton Varsho at plus 480. I'm going to go with a national here. I'm going to go with Luis Garcia at plus 600. He's hitting 343 with 4 extra base hits and a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure this is a spot start or an opener situation for AJ Smith-Shaver, but he only has 2.1 major league innings under his belt. I think Garcia could be the one to get him here if any Nationals are going to go yard on him here. So give me Luis Garcia at plus 600. I think this is another spot, though, where you could, there's multiple Braves that you could take in this game against Josiah Gray and the Nationals. Matt Olson has a career pair of home runs off of Josiah Gray. Ozzie Albies just hit the walk-off homer on Thursday, and he's hitting 444 with a home run against Gray in his career. Acuna Jr. and Riley have also homered off of Gray, so I think there's a bunch of Braves that you could look at, but nothing that really, like I said, you could probably go any direction in that game, and I probably wouldn't argue you on it. So, but let's take a look at this matchup between the Marlins and the White Sox. I'm going to go with Jesus Sanchez to hit a home run here at plus 410. He's hitting 364 with 3 home runs in the last 2 weeks against righties. Dylan Cease just hasn't been as sharp as we've seen in the past. He's allowed a lot of hard contact at an 8.4% barrel rate. He's given up a home run in 5 of his last 7 starts, so give me Jesus Sanchez at plus 410. Also going to look at Brian De La Cruz at plus 540. Hitting 368 in June with a home run and 3 extra base hits against righties. I just feel comfortable taking De La Cruz for the value here. So put a couple bucks on Brian De La Cruz at plus 540. Go look at a couple of Cincinnati Reds in this matchup against the Cardinals. We're going to go with Spencer Steer at plus 600. Steer, hit the Reds' lone home run when Montgomery took the loss against the Reds a couple weeks ago, and Steer is also hitting 417 with a home run and 3 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against lefties. Jordan Montgomery, he's been brutal this season. He's given up 7 home runs in his last 6 starts, allowing a 10.5% barrel rate this season. So give me Spencer Steer at plus 600. I'm also going to look at Ellie De La Cruz one more time. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. I'm leaning towards De La Cruz anyways. Went 1 for 4 yesterday with 3 Ks, so he's swinging away. And I think Montgomery is just a lot more likely of a target in this game. I think De La Cruz could get him here. And I just think this is just a bad matchup for Montgomery to begin with. So give me Ellie De La Cruz at plus 575. I'm also going to look at, for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado at plus 450. Hitting 355 with 6 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. Now, Ben Lively, gave up a pair of home runs when he faced St. Louis earlier this season. And if anyone's going to get him, I think I'm most confident in Arenado. I said it a couple days ago, and I'll say it again. I think another hot run is starting up for Arenado, and I think it's coming, and I think this could be a launch-off point for Arenado. So give me Nolan Arenado at plus 450. Honorable mention to Brendan Donovan and Lars Nootbaar. Both were the guys that took Lively deep in that first meeting, with Donovan having a pair of home runs against righties in the last couple of weeks as well. I just couldn't get there with either of them. Leans for right now, maybe closer to. I'll put a couple of bucks on him, but for right now, the only Cardinal I'm putting in for sure is Nolan Arenado. And the last play of the day, I'm going to go with Ryan McMahon at plus 370. He didn't come through for us yesterday. I may be at Last Chance Saloon with McMahon for now, but he has a decent history with Yu Darvish. He's hitting 7 for 24 in his career with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs against Darvish. Darvish, he's allowed 7 home runs in the last 4 starts against the Rockies, and McMahon still hitting 432 with 5 home runs in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. So give me Ryan McMahon for a home run at plus 370 to round things out. But we'll do a quick recap of the home run props that we did give out for Friday's action. We started things off for the Texas Rangers, Corey Seager at plus 480. And Marcus Semien at plus 575. For the Diamondbacks, we gave out Corbin Carroll at plus 575 as well. Honorable mention to Christian Walker and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in that one as well. For the Mets, I like Tommy Pham at plus 650. Also was looking at Pete Alonso and Francisco Alvarez, but probably no plays for me on those two until we get something more concrete. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, Brian Hayes at plus 650 as well. For the Phillies, Nick Castellanos at plus 410. And Kyle Schwarber at plus 225. For the Dodgers, I went with Chris Taylor at plus 550. Will Smith at plus 390. Mookie Betts at plus 375. And Freddie Freeman at plus 480. For the Orioles, I went with Austin Hayes at plus 550. For the Royals, I went with Salvador Perez at plus 300. And Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 475. For the Red Sox, Rafael Devers at plus 390. For the Blue Jays, we went with Bo Bichette at plus 700. And Dalton Varsho at plus 480. For the Nationals, went with Luis Garcia. I also said you could probably take a look at the catalog for Atlanta Braves against the Nationals if you want my opinion on who to look at. You can just rewind a couple minutes and take a look at that game. Also going to look at Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins at plus 410. Also looking at Brian De La Cruz at plus 540. For the Reds, I'm going to go with Spencer Steer at plus 600. As well as Ellie De La Cruz at plus 575. For the Cardinals, went with Nolan Arenado at plus 450. Was also leaning towards Brendan Donovan and Lars Nootbaar, but again, nothing concrete for them. Arenado, the only one I'm going to confirm right now. Might sprinkle a couple bucks on those guys later on as I do some digging throughout the day. And the last home run prop of the day, Ryan McMahon to hit a home run at plus 370. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. Appreciate you guys putting up with me with my voice a little bit raspy, but well over 131,000 subscribers here at our YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for love and support. Couldn't have done it without you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And if you like this content, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And also make sure that you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content comes out of Pickdawgz. We're heading into the weekend. We have afternoon action. I'm going to do my best to get these out as early as possible for you guys. But sometimes we just have to try to wait for the prices a little bit for them to come out. And sometimes it doesn't always leave a lot of time between first pitch of the day and when this video drops. So if you have notifications turned on, you get the notice as soon as the video comes out, and you can play these props, get those plays in. And I implore everyone, please check out these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. They are 100% free. You're not going to find betting tools like this out there anywhere, that go this in-depth, and especially tools like this that go this in-depth, completely free. I mean, they are fantastic tools to have on your belt when you're making your best bets for the day's action. I promise you guys, check it out. You won't regret it. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Friday.